Bitcoin, three revolutions in one. It's a monetary system. Bitcoin blockchain is a technology, and it was the first. We wrote our paper on this in 2016, the first of its kind in a new asset class.
Bitcoin Zella stands out with its simplicity and clarity. We've crafted an experience that anyone can dive into, whether you're a crypto expert or just a new to the crypto world. Now, guess who keeps his eye on us? The author of best-selling book Rich Dad, Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. And we want to take this opportunity and thank all the people who trusted us, and we read every comment. And the best part, it's free. Subscribing now means you will get all new information for free. Don't just follow the trends, stay ahead of them. Subscribe to Bitcoin Zella today and enjoy the new edge. ARK's Cathie Wood, CEO/CIO, dives into Bitcoin's potential and 2025 market trends. In this video, she outlines key strategies and predictions. Let's watch and uncover her exciting insights together now.
Tasha Keeney has done this analysis, very well known for it as well. You can see the cost per mile of different forms of travel. So human-driven ride hail, so think Uber, says $2 here. In some cities in the U.S., it's not $2. It's $3 or $4. It's gotten crazy. Personal car is $1.10. That includes depreciation, insurance, all in per mile. Human-driven ride hail in China today is 35 cents, and we expect in 2035 25 cents for global robotaxis. Now, it's interesting. Many people ask us, is this going to take off geographically? You can see the need is much more in the developed world where labor costs are so high. And as Thomas mentioned, we have commercialized here in the U.S. and in places in China, Waymo, and we'll get into that in a moment. Actually, no, we'll get into it right now. If anyone has had any experience with Waymo, a Waymo ride in San Francisco, Los Angeles, there are a number of places in the United States, people come away marveling. Now, they're geo-fenced, and they are not safer than human-driven, which I'll get to in a minute. And so we've been wondering, okay, does Waymo / Alphabet have this market? This slide would say no. As you can see, the cost of a Waymo 6th generation at scale, that's the third bar there. You can see that depreciation is still very high, right? And you can see it versus the 5th generation and the Model 3. You can see what Cybercab is going to be. And, the lower cost, because it's vertically integrated, not dependent on other auto manufacturers, and because it's streamlined the technology and voted against LiDAR almost from the get-go, has taken the capital cost down significantly relative to where we believe Waymo will be. So you can see here that for every $5 billion on the right-hand side, $5 billion in CapEx, Waymo / Hyundai would be able to produce a little less than 100,000 vehicles, whereas the Cybercabs, Tesla could produce more than 300,000, so 3 to 4 times as many. And so low cost of production is going to be key to success in this winner-take-most market. And we do believe it is winner-take-most, as many AI projects are. We think this is the AI project out there with the biggest revenue-generating potential in the next 5 years, $8 to $10 trillion globally, everywhere, all parts of the ecosystem, with the platforms like Tesla getting half of that. And I know later on we'll go towards what we believe is the most profound application of AI. But before I do that, this is where we are in terms of autonomous relative to human performance. And you can see how quickly, again, this is AI, how quickly things are changing. You can see that by this month, roughly, and these expectations, I think, are still in place, that Tesla will is going to have a critical incident or a critical intervention every 10,000 miles, which is 16,000 kilometers for those of you on that system around the world, which is, at least in the US, 1 year's worth of driving. But by the end of this year, that number will go to 700,000, or a little past 700,000, which is the national average human accident rate in the US. So safer than human driving. You can see that Waymo has done very well at 400,000 miles per intervention, and kudos to it. It's gone a long way. But by the end of this year, we think Tesla will outperform Waymo pretty significantly. And then finally, this is going to create, as I mentioned, the $10 trillion market. And you can see it will happen, as always, as costs come down. You know, the history of technology is studying those learning curves, which are expressed in cost declines, which are passed through to price declines, which expand markets enormously. And that is what we expect from this market.
According to research by Sygnum Bank, a strategic U.S. cryptocurrency reserve could boost Bitcoin's market capitalization by roughly 25%, or about $460 billion. The proposal envisions a national crypto stockpile that might trigger a multi-billion-dollar buying spree and create a 20x multiplier effect on Bitcoin's price. Cathie Tischhauser, Sygnum's head of research, explained that Bitcoin's small liquid supply means even modest inflows can cause significant upward price shocks. U.S. President Donald Trump has supported the idea of a crypto reserve that would include Bitcoin along with other tokens like Ethereum and Solana. Despite strong potential, the market currently rates the likelihood of such a reserve as low due to legal hurdles, confusing messaging, and the need for congressional approval. Nonetheless, government action could spark further institutional allocations, bolstering investor confidence. Institutional inflows have already been driving notable price moves, and any positive surprise regarding the reserve is seen as bullish for Bitcoin. The White House is set to reveal more details at an upcoming crypto summit, leaving the industry and investors eager to see if this strategic move will reshape market dynamics. This development could signal a turning point, inspiring renewed optimism and transformative growth in the digital asset space.
Big debates within the firm about how important distribution is versus technology disruption. So it's definitely a lively environment. So yes, Bitcoin, we have not changed our price target in quite some time. And you can see the building blocks associated with the price target. Our bull case has the probability of it, we believe, has increased as certainly with the new administration here in the U.S. Wanting to add Bitcoin to the Treasury Reserve. That's very interesting. We thought that would happen with emerging markets who are buffeted by the dollar left and right, that they would want more exposure to this appreciating asset. So we've been surprised that the developed world is really going to lead that move in terms of Treasury reserves. So Bitcoin, 3 revolutions in one. It's a monetary system. Bitcoin blockchain is a technology, and it is the first. It was the first. We wrote our paper on this in 2016. The first of its kind in a new asset class. And it's a very big idea. You can see the institutional, the purple there, is the largest, it and digital gold practically tied, but relative to the base case, the institutional uptake is the reason or the probability of the bull case has increased here. I think our new regulatory system critical to that as well.
U.S. President Donald Trump's recent decision to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve may seem controversial, but many crypto execs see it as a bullish move. The new reserve dramatically reduces the chance that the government will ever ban Bitcoin, easing fears and bolstering its legitimacy. With a government-backed reserve in place, regulators and financial institutions will find it harder to label Bitcoin as risky or unsuitable for investments. Another positive aspect is that the U.S. move could inspire other nations to follow suit. According to Bitwise's Matt Hogan, the reserve may prompt other countries to establish their own strategic Bitcoin stockpiles, creating global demand and further supporting the cryptocurrency's price. This ripple effect could strengthen Bitcoin's position on the world stage. Institutional investors are also expected to benefit from this development. A government reserve sends a clear message that Bitcoin is here to stay, making it an attractive asset for wealth managers, pensions, and endowments. It eliminates the excuse of uncertainty and opens the door for more public sector investment. Moreover, with the U.S. Reserve in place, concerns about future selling pressures from government actions are greatly diminished. In summary, Trump's Bitcoin reserve is bullish because it curbs the possibility of a ban, encourages global adoption, legitimizes Bitcoin for institutional investors, and reduces fears of government intervention. This balanced decision could pave the way for increased institutional buying and a more stable market environment for Bitcoin. This development promises increased market stability and renewed investor enthusiasm for Bitcoin, indeed remarkably. And do not forget to subscribe to Bitcoinzilla. The most important news will reach your inbox on a daily basis and for free. I do not know why you have not subscribed yet. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more daily updates. Remember, knowledge is power, and we're here to empower you on your financial journey. Until next time, happy investing.